The Empire controlled more than 50 star systems. Their ships, their laws, their power, everything was spread across the galaxy like a giant shadow. Most days, the border stations were quiet. Only small traders or lost travelers passed by. But on this day, something unusual appeared. At Border Station Vexnine, an officer named Keller watched the scanner screen with half-bored eyes. Suddenly, a sharp beep broke the silence. A new object had entered Empire space. The signal was large. Too large. Keller frowned and zoomed in. A massive warship slowly drifted into scanning range. It had no Empire code, no known ID, and no communication signal. Its engines glowed with a strange blue-white light that did not match any technology the Empire knew. More officers gathered around the screen, whispering, "Is it a rogue Empire? No, it's bigger. Maybe a lost colony ship." The warship continued to move forward, steady, and silent. Commander Thoros arrived and pushed through the crowd. "Show me the hull markings," he ordered. The scanner stabilized, the image sharpening. The warship turned slightly, revealing a symbol on its dark metal surface. A white circle, with a blue pattern, and a small star shape in the center. Keller froze. His face went pale. "Commander, that is the mark of Earth." For a moment, no one spoke. Every officer felt a cold wave pass through them. Earth was a name from old stories of a dangerous species that had once almost defeated the Empire. "Are you sure?" Tharos whispered. "Yes," Keller said, "humans." The station lights dimmed for a moment, as if the room itself felt fear. The unknown warship kept coming, slow, powerful, and unafraid. And every member of the Empire knew one thing: humans had returned. The moment the human mark was confirmed, the message spread through the station like fire. Officers rushed between consoles, trying to gather more information. But the unknown warship revealed nothing. It did not slow down. It did not send signals. It only moved deeper into Empire territory with silent confidence. Commander Thoros contacted the High Council at once. Within minutes, the Council's Grand Chamber was filled with holograms of old leaders, military heads, and royal advisors. Their faces showed the same fear the station officers felt. Everyone knew the stories. 200 years ago, when humans were last seen, they were not weak, they were not peaceful. They were fierce fighters, unpredictable thinkers, and creators of machines that broke all rules of physics. The Empire had struggled to fight them. Some even said humans had vanished only because they chose to, not because they lost. And now, a human warship had returned. The Council demanded every detail. "Is it alone?" "For now, yes," Thoros answered. "But, if this is a scout ship, then the main fleet could follow." The Council chamber fell silent. Meanwhile, across the Empire, panic began to rise. Rumors spread through marketplaces and starports. "A human ship is here. They came back for revenge. Earth has awakened." Scientists studied the scans again and again. The warship's armor was too dense to read. Its power levels were off the charts. Energy signatures were completely unknown. No Empire ship could match it. Then something even more terrifying happened. The ship changed direction. It turned away from the border and began moving straight toward the Empire's central defense region, the strongest military zone in the entire galaxy. The officers stared in horror. This was no accident. The humans had a purpose, and the Empire feared they already knew what it was. The unknown human warship moved through Empire space with slow, steady confidence, as if nothing around it mattered. Empire fleets followed from a distance, afraid to get too close. No one dared fire. No one dared speak to it. The High Council ordered scout drones to approach the ship. These drones were the fastest and safest way to study an unknown object. They were designed to fly close, scan everything, and escape before danger appeared. 3 drones launched and sped toward the human vessel. Everyone watched the screens at first. Everything looked normal. The drones approached the ship's hull, gathering data. But as soon as they reached a certain distance, only a few hundred meters, their signals started to distort. "Strange electromagnetic interference," said a scientist. Then, one by one, all 3 drones went dark. Their engines shut off. Their scanners froze. Their lights died. No explosion. No attack. Just complete unnatural silence. Commander Tharos stared at the dead drone signals. They neutralized our technology without firing a single shot, he whispered. Another officer added, it was like the ship didn't even notice them. The scientists were stunned. This level of control is impossible. Even our strongest EMP fields cannot kill a drone instantly. Fear spread deeper across the Empire. If humans could shut down machines so easily, what could they do in a real battle? Suddenly, the warship changed direction again. This time, it was heading straight toward Fortress Prime, the Empire's largest defense station. The fortress guarded the central systems and held millions of soldiers. Alarms rang across every fleet. The Empire prepared for the worst. Was this an attack? A warning? Or something far more dangerous? No one knew. But one truth became clear. The humans were not here by accident. They were here for a reason. Fortress Prime, the Empire's strongest military station, had never known fear. It was a giant metal world, covered in heavy guns, shield towers, and fighter bays that held thousands of pilots. Any enemy ship that came close was normally destroyed in seconds, but today, no one felt brave. Every soldier watched the giant human warship slowly approach, its engines glowing with cold blue light. The ship showed no signs of aggression. It simply moved forward, silent and confident, as if it owned the space around it. Empire fleets formed a defensive ring around the fortress. Battleships, cruisers, and carriers waited with weapons charged. One wrong move could start a war. Inside the command room, General Vorak gave the order, open a communication channel. If humans want to speak, we listen. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, without warning, every screen in the fortress flickered. A calm human voice filled the room. This is Captain Aaron of the Earth Alliance ship Aegis, the voice said. We do not seek random conflict. We seek answers. Every Empire officer froze. The voice was human, controlled, but powerful. General Vorak tried to hide his fear. State your purpose. There was a long pause. You destroyed a small colony on the edge of your territory last year, the human said. You believed it to be a pirate world, but it was not. It belonged to us. The command room filled with confusion. We did not know, Vorak replied quickly. No one said humans owned that world. The human voice grew colder. We left the galaxy alone for 2 centuries. We stayed peaceful. But you killed our people, and we came to ask, why? No threats. No anger, just a chilling question filled with power. The Empire officers felt their hearts sink. This was not a simple visit, this was a judgment. General Vorak felt sweat on his forehead. The human captain's voice was calm, but its calmness was more dangerous than any threat. Everyone in the command room knew that humans never spoke without purpose. He tried to answer carefully. We believed the colony was a pirate base. We found no official records. We did not know it belonged to Earth. Silence stretched across the speakers. Then the human captain replied. You destroyed an entire settlement. Families, children, scientists. They were not soldiers. Empire officers looked at each other in shock. None of them had expected this. If the Empire had known it was a human colony, they would never have touched it. The Empire feared humans too much. General Vorak spoke again. We regret what happened. It was a mistake. The human voice grew colder. A mistake that cost lives. A mistake that awakened Earth. Suddenly, the giant warship's surface shifted. Thick armor plates slid open, revealing enormous cannons, missile ports, and a glowing central weapon that hummed with terrifying energy. Every Empire soldier gasped. Fortress Prime activated all shields. Thousands of guns aimed at the human warship. But the Aegis did nothing. The weapons remained charged but still. The human captain said, If we wanted to destroy your fortress, we would have done it already. We came only to deliver a message. Every officer leaned forward, afraid to miss a single word. Leave the colony systems you took. Pull back your borders. Return what is not yours. General Vorak swallowed hard. And if we refuse, the human voice finally lost its calm. It became cold steel. Then Earth will return fully, and the galaxy will remember why it once feared humanity. The message ended. The warship waited in silence. The Empire had to choose. The command room inside Fortress Prime felt painfully silent. Every officer stared at the dark screen, waiting for the human ship to speak again. But the Aegis said nothing. It simply waited calm, patient, and terrifying. General Vorok turned to his officers. We must decide now. Do we fight, or do we accept their warning? One officer, young and nervous, whispered, if that ship is only one, imagine what a full human fleet looks like. Another added, our scanners cannot even read its power levels. We cannot win. The High Council joined the call, their faces tense and pale. Even the Emperor appeared, his voice heavy. Earth has always been dangerous. If they have grown stronger for 200 years, then war will destroy us. Some commanders argued for pride, claiming the Empire could not bow to humans. Others, more realistic, said survival mattered more than ego. Finally, the Emperor made his decision. Transmit the message, he ordered. General Vorak stepped forward and opened the communication channel. He spoke clearly.